Well, here we are. Just it's not as fast as getting out or in the car now. I mean, obviously. That's it for stage one. All right, so this is the first half of removing the headliner. As you can see, only the rear has been removed. If you're curious on how it would look, there it is. Obviously, you have your sunroof and the other bull crap. Here's the wires. What made the removing the headliner tricky is because the stupid wires, they're glued on there, so you have to like be very careful to get it off. I'll remove the glue and all that crap later, but my main focus was to remove the headliner. And yeah, not fun. Not fun. All right, you know the deal. What do we got going on here? Okay, so I'm removing the front half of the headliner. It's going rather well, a lot better than the rear, kind of now that I know what to do. But, you know, there's a lot more glue used in the front. As for, you know, these sunroof controls and all that good stuff, that is glued onto the headliner, so I got to carefully remove it, put it back up on the car, zip tie stuff, 3M tape, you know, that just make everything look good and not in the way or tacky. I know that looks crazy. If you're like a purist, like you just see a Caddy emblem, you're like, okay, these cars have to be left alone. Okay, this is probably nightmare fuel for you guys. All right, so the entire headliner is now gone. Take a look at that. If you're curious on how the car would look with that, without it, there it is. All right, so I removed the garage opener thing and the microphone that's on this side. That was for the GPS navigation. I don't use that. I have my phone, so I just took it off anyway. It was kind of tricky to mount this back on, but 3M tape helps a lot. And I also took a magnet from the headliner. There's two of them. Check it out. Keep in mind, this is just the front half. It's not the entire thing. But there were magnets on the back here. It's a bracket. I took the magnet off, but that's what that looks like. So I took one off, and I put it on the little, I guess you would call it the sunroof control plus the lights, whatever you call that thing right here. So that's holding it up along, like again, with the 3M tape. Not the most professional or prettiest way, but hey, it works. Same thing with the back over there. I tucked in the wires through the airbags, so everything's good. And then in the future, I'm gonna deal with the rest of the wires in the front. Like, I'm gonna get rid of this crap right here. I'll actually, all the wires, take all the glue off as much as I can, and just make this a little bit prettier. But, you know, now it's ready to, I guess in a sense, install or weld a roll cage. And that won't be for a very long time because, one, the car is not fast enough for that. Two, I kind of like having back seats, even though they're temporarily on. Don't mind the crappy upholstery, but yeah. Let's get in the back here. Just take a look. Take a look. You see, no carpet, no plastic. Even the doors are kind of taken apart. Not that much back here. No subwoofer. I'm gonna look for another one, hopefully. Let's give you an idea how this car is. Crazy, I know. But yep, everything's good. I see. Well, that's unacceptable. I'll put this on. Right now, it's the original regular easy lip. So I'm gonna put a better one on right now, and I'm going to mess with the splash shield because, oh god, this car's so damn low. You see that right there? I'm gonna cut those off. All right, let's go. All right, so it started drizzling out of nowhere, but here's the lip. Looking good. Taking the old one off was kind of difficult. As you can see underneath the car now, there's nothing in the way. Looks good. Cool. I just keep on removing shit. This is nice because now I can feel the air while I'm driving, because this was for, you know, the rear air conditioning thing. But now with all that out of the way, it looks kind of funny. So what I want to do is try to make this look nice. So I'm going to take this off, paint it black, hopefully replace the lights because only these two work, not these. And I'm going to get a new shift knob, and I'm going to do a little custom cover or something. So let's see. Interesting. It's a good time to clean all that up because that's disgusting. That's going to be nice and black. Here's the shift knob. You know, it's not in fantastic condition, but, you know, it still works. I'm excited for the new one, though. So I guess you just push it down. That's what makes it, you know, go into reverse and whatever. Okay. Let's take a look at that. It looks like there's two little light bulbs here. But I think to get to those, they're going to have to remove this little part. So it's only 4 screws. And I'm going to pop it off and see what I can do. But yeah. The light bulbs for the shifter panel, it's just known as 37 from this brand right here. That's the new bulb. And the original is right here. So it's a very tiny bulb. But there it is. Oh yeah. That looks nice. Alright, so out with the old, in with the new. Oh yeah, that feels good. Alright, so what I'm going to do after this, I'm not going to have the cap on just yet, because I'm going to install a little custom suede fabric material here. That way that's not exposed. So for the meantime, it's going to have to be just like this. Alright, so more stuff has been removed. I removed the insulation. It was this thick black carpet that sits underneath the original carpet. That's gone. The heat shields and sound deadening, that's all gone. The rubber and stuff against the firewall is all gone. So altogether, that was maybe 15 pounds I took out. Plus I got more leg room. Nice. It's just bare metal, nothing crazy. And we have the CTS-V shift knob here. This is painted black, got those new lights. I got this little suede cover thing inside. I cut that up because I needed more knee room. I'll do something with that later. I know it looks pretty scary. Take a good look at that. Yeah. All right. I took this little plastic cover off for the wires because I needed more room for some reason. I'll do the same to the passenger side. I have to clean the interior very soon because it's getting a little dirty in here. As you can see. No bueno. But other than that, yeah, sir, it's getting a little stupid inside, but it's gonna look good. You watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 bolts are holding down the stock spoiler. It was pretty tricky getting to the ones inside there, because especially that one was stuck. It was giving me a hard time. I had to take off the trunk just to jiggle the bolts out of there and reach with my hands. And then there's 2 of them I didn't know. They were hiding behind this little plastic cap here. So here's a spoiler, of course. It has a little bit of wrap on it. I'm going to remove that soon. It's not very heavy. Maybe like, what, 3 pounds? But it's not like crazy heavy at all. But not all 10 bolts are required to hold it down. I want to say just the outer 2 or 4. We'll hold it steady. I know the middle, it's going to have a tiny gap, but it's not going to like shake or fly off or anything. But the thing is, those are exposed holes right there, right? So when the rain comes or you wash the car, it's going to drip inside the trunk. So I'm going to figure out something to block that off. But yeah, if you want to put a custom spoiler, but you want to take out the stock one, well, you're going to come across this. That is not pretty. Okay, so the bolts I used to hold the spoiler down will be this one right here and the one in the middle. So once you're done with that, just close it off. All right, so I moved into a new house. It's not done. I'll get on that later. I got some NRG sliders for both seats. I got this because, you know, I'm kind of tall. Where the seats are right now, they're in a fixed position. It's not comfortable after a while. So, you know what? I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just buy sliders. They're not expensive. They're not that hard to put on, even though there's no manual. So I'll figure out how to install them. So what these do, they give a little height, which is good because I do kind of sit low still, even with those planted technology side mounts. I still sit a little too low for my liking. So this will add a little bit of height, and I'll get to slide the seat forward and back, and obviously on the passenger seat as well. That way they can shut up and be comfortable, so I can be comfortable. So this is it right here. It's a little heavy. I want to say this will add another 5 to 8 pounds for the seat. I mean, it's not like, wow, you grab it, it's going to fall. No, it has some weight indeed. So let's get to it. Okay, so that's the seat right now. Excuse the mess, or whatever mess there is in here. I'm 6'2". I don't know how many times I have to keep saying that, but to give you an idea. So this is me sitting all the way back on the seat. This is my right foot. This is my left foot. Even with the carpet out and the rubber and everything gone, yes, I still gain a little more room for my legs and feet. They sit a little lower, but I'm still not 100% comfortable. And I even had to cut this out of the way. I know it looks stupid, but I'm going to fix it somehow later so I can get more knee room. That's how bad it was. And, you know, the foot brake, it's like, yeah, it was annoying for a while. I was like, you know what, this is okay. I'll probably get used to it. No, it's not, honey. It's not happening. All right. After hours of struggling with this stupid sliders because there was no instructions and there was a lot of trial and error, I did shit backwards, but now it works. It slides. So I'm really happy. I just got to tighten it down, make everything nice and secure and fitted and whatever you want to call it. So before, let's see if I can get a, oh shit, hold on. Because the stupid seat's at an angle. Okay, no, I was closer than this. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, before I was like this, you know, my knees bent. You know, I had to cut that, like I said before. I had to, like, look at that. Not good. Now, this is it all the way back. Holy shit. Dude, my foot is so far from the pedal, like I had to straighten my leg just to step on it. No, it's a little too far for me. This is if you're like 6'5" or something, but when you scoot up, this should be good enough. A little, like one notch closer. All right. Yeah, that should do it, because I don't want my arms bent too much or too straight. The shifter. Oh yeah, my arm's a little higher now because, oh, okay. Oh, that feels a lot more natural. All right. Okay, yeah. Before I was kind of like that. Now my hand's more like, oh, all right. Let's see. All right, that's level. That feels nice. Oh yeah, much better. Oh yeah, well, yeah, don't mind the tools down there. Oh yeah, this is, oh my goodness. And I can see my hood a little more too, so I'm definitely sitting a little higher. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'll do the other side tomorrow morning, but give me some good night's sleep. But I'm super happy to have these sliders. I'll tighten them up later, and hell yeah. So, change of plans for stage 1 of this project. Originally, I was going to end it off with the full body wrap, right? Well, things changed. I moved to another state. I'm pretty sure I stated that already. So, instead of finishing it off with the wrap, I'm instead going to do originally what was planned for the first thing of stage 2. I'm going to end it with the harness bar for the STS. Okay, so real quick, this is the Cypher Auto harness bar. I got the other parts inside, you'll see right now. This is for the CTS-V2, you know, the second generation V. And yeah, to my surprise, I bit the bullet. So it does line up to the side pillars. The only thing I had to do that was different was drill or bore, whatever the word you want to use. I made these holes slightly bigger because of the torque screw used here on the seatbelt rail thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that and bolt it on with this, and let's get to it. Okay, so it is bolted on, but let me just tell you real quick, if you have somebody that can help you, get their help, because this is kind of rough trying to line it up and get it to go. Check it out. So it fits right for now. That's my harness for work. But as for clearance issues, there are none. It's all I get close and the glass shatters. It's like, oops. Oh, buddy. And my seats are kind of forward. Let me go ahead and get in, sit back. I believe they can go all the way back. Let me find out right now. Oh, yeah. They can go all the way back. Cool. I forgot where I was sitting, but yeah, that seat's up forward too. But check it out. Yeah, cool. Now, what I'm going to do is get the support bars, paint them white, put the L brackets on. Then once that's fine and dandy, go ahead and put together the 4-point red harnesses. And that's going to be fun. But yeah, real quick, this is the screw that the bar came with, the whole kit. And yeah, I guess it fits the CTS-V, right? They have the same T50 screw for the bottom thing on the seatbelt rail. And they said, oh yeah, just remove it and just put this on. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Then I tried it, but I'm like, wait a minute, the threads on this is a little bigger than that, and it'll just slide through on the car. So I'm like, oh, well, at least it's slightly bigger, so I just drilled a hole on the harness bar. Not too professionally, but it works, eh? Oh, man, that's exciting. So here are the support bars. Got the shorter inner ones and the longer outer ones. There's no branding, nothing crazy like that, so they're just black. I'm going to paint them, all 4 of them, white. Obviously, I'm not going to paint those white. I'm going to leave those alone. Okay, so those are doing the thing. Good time to clean the K&N cabin air filter. I've never cleaned this thing. I had it for like, what, 2 years now? No, 3? I forgot. I present you the seatbelt delete mod. Yeah, it's pretty cool knowing that this car has a lot of T50 screws, and that's about it. So yeah, just take that off. Comes down, and I got to remove the black thingy here. Then of course the seatbelt itself and the seatbelt clicker and all that. That's gonna be fun. As for this doohickey, I'm guessing it just slides off, so I'm gonna just take that screw off, pull it out, pop it off, put it back on. You know, you'll see. This was incredibly tight. I had to use my breaker bar, and that thing just, it would not budge. But I used WD-40, a little bit of elbow grease, disconnected the seatbelt. Now it's ready to come off the car. So there it is. Let's take a look how it looks without it. All right, a big old hole. That's cool. You can put a speaker in there if you want. Yeah, that little black thing is out of the way. I got to put this back together. Oh yeah, I got to slide this off, but this little torque screw has like a little washer thing, so I got to piece that off, take the screw out, slide the little thingy off, put the screw back on, and whatever. As you can see, the L bracket is hitting the seat bracket, so I'm gonna have to get a metal file kit to shave that down just enough to move this up so I can bolt it. I'm not gonna use a saw, none of that crazy stuff, because I'm not a professional by any means. I mean, obviously, if you've been watching my videos, I'm not a professional. Everything's pretty much DIY the best I can. Oops. All right, here we go. Ooh, dirty. In case you're wondering, there's that. Man, sad. Okay, so if you have a CTS-V2, right, sedan or whatever, and you have the planted seat brackets and you want to install this exact harness part kit, you're going to have to do this on the L brackets on both sides. So that's right there, and again right there, same right side. I know I went a little extra, but that was my first time filing down metal, so I did a lot better on this side. So really, you're going to have to do that in order for your bolts to line up and go in. So that's done. The passenger seat's already done with the harness. I'll show you in a minute. But let me just go ahead, put the sliders and the seat back together and all that good stuff. Then put the harness on, adjust it, tighten this bad boy down because I'm not too sure how high or low I want it yet. And after that, put the support bars on, and the whole thing is finished. I love those front pockets on these seats. Anyways, the 4-point harness is officially on both seats. Now on the passenger side, I did this one first. I have to adjust the tightness on this because it's a little slacked, and as you can see, I still have some more to spare. So I gotta adjust these, make it look good. Don't mind the neck pillow and the lumbar support, whatever. But that's pretty much the look of it. It looks good. I got the driver's seat dialed in, really nice. So I'm just test fitting. It's pretty damn snug. I already tightened down the harness bar, so I'll adjust that later. But right now, I'm going to install the support bars, and boy, am I excited. So here are the old seat belts. Garbage. You know, I had to do my thing, whatever. So I'm really happy to take all this bulk crap out. All right, it's all done. Go on this side. Oh, buddy. So the only difference here is I had to bring the harness bar down just a little bit. That way the support bars can connect. So in the future, I'll get bolt extensions put on the threads on this round thingy here. So that way I can bring the bar up just a little bit. But even then, the harness is still going up, which is good. That's what you want. And it just looks badass, especially with the white. Damn. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend putting the back seats on, especially if, God forbid, a crash and somebody hits their head, it's over. But it looks good. Go on this side, because why not? Game changing for sure. I don't think any other STS has gone through this bull crap. Just gotta adjust that crap later, but damn, we're getting somewhere now. All right, so that is it for stage one of this project of my car. I had this thing for almost 4 years, and it's been a journey inside and out, let me tell you. Yeah, of course, you got the CTS-V, STS-V even. Those are great, spectacular, beautiful cars. Obviously, I didn't get one, and I'm making my own V. So, you know, it's whatever you want to think is what you think. But for me, I like what I'm doing. It's not practical. It's expensive. It's a pain in the ass, but it's coming along just nice. And I'm hoping, you know, my videos kind of help you guys out with your STS if you have any, like, you know, ideas. You're like, hey, this guy did it. Let me see how he did it. You know, things like that. So I don't remember the stuff I did to the car in the past, you know, almost 3.5 years now, I guess, almost 4. So I wrote a list down. So let me just go through them real quick. So the first thing is that harness kit from Cypher Auto for the CTS-V. Okay. You know, the NRG seats, and then the Plantic Technology CTS-V brackets, and I got the side mounts from them as well. As you can see, there is obviously no interior, no back seats, no carpet, heat shield, sound deadening, headliner's gone, all that stuff from the back, middle, front, everything. The only thing left will be the steering wheel and the dashboard. That will be untouched for a while. Speaking of the front, it is not just cosmetics. I'm not talking about big power gains either. We got a K&N cold air intake for the first gen CTS V6. I have the second gen CTS strut bar here, or strut brace. Works out just well. You know, the well-maintained engine. It's not doing anything funky. It's going to last me a while. Let's see. The wheels. These are ESR SR01 wheels. 19 by 8.5 plus 30 offset. I got Toyo Proxy's Sport all-season tires, staggered. 235, 3519, 255, 3519. What else? And of course the loud, crazy exhausts, you know, no cats, stainless steel 2.5-inch pipes, X-pipe, Flowmaster Flow FX mufflers and Flowmaster Outlaw mufflers and 4-inch tips. And from the rear, this is the 05 STS. I have 2008 through 11 rear bumper and fenders, and I also put a diffuser on this rear bumper. I know it's dirty. I wish I can take this clip when it's clean, but it's going to be raining for the next few days. So here's a fender, got that vent going on. Then I got the front bumper because the original was messed up, so I got this one. ENG mesh grill. I got to touch up the paint on that later. I got the Easy Lip Pro thing here. I had a regular Easy Lip, and then that one got damaged. Then I got this one. Didn't come out as good, so I'll probably do something different. Probably add a splitter soon. Quick release on the bumper. I also had it for the back, but I'm gonna remove that once the car is wrapped. Speaking of wrap, let's start from here. Spoiler is wrapped. The roof, the antenna base, the little strips here on the roof, side pillars, the fuel door, and the hood, and the side skirts. Those are wrapped. The only things I painted would be the side mirrors and the door handles. So pretty soon, hopefully the next month or two, I should have this thing fully wrapped the color I want it to be. It's almost there. That will be in stage 2, of course. Let me see, I think I'm missing a few things here. Oh yes, the Power Stop Z23 brakes, brake code JE5. I'm going to replace them soon because they're getting pretty thin. So maybe like in 2 weeks. But those brakes work phenomenal. 18% carbon window tint all around, and 5% on the visor, which is 6 inches down. You know, it's not too dark. It's perfect for me to drive at night and all that good stuff. The roof spoiler, the window visors from WeatherTech. Let me see. Just going through my list here because I totally forgot. Oh, okay. The 2 hood struts. Yeah, kind of like how the STS-V has it. You know, no hood insulation. And I don't have a windshield washer reservoir no more. It's a mouthful. So I got these little tiny little vents, you know, I guess, sure, why not? Let me see what else. Oh yeah, the roar pedal throttle controller, that helps a lot. That's nice. Got that CTS-V shift knob there. All right. Yep. And then of course the H&R lowering springs for the CTS 2nd gen. Came out really good. Got the KYB front struts and the KYB rear shocks for the 1st gen CTS. What else? A creative steel rear differential bushing. I did that a while back ago, kind of like when I first got the car. There's that. You know, I replaced a lot of bushings and mounts, and it still kicks when you want to throttle, you know, press the throttle or rev or whatever you want to do. LED bulbs on all exterior lights except for the fog light. What else? And then yeah, I got the angry headlights going on. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's about it for now. I'll probably miss a few things, but that's pretty much the gist of everything. But it's been a long, crazy ride. Super excited to see what stage 2 is. Now, here's the thing about stage 2. It's going to take a while because those are going to be bigger, badder things. I got all the hard stuff out of the way. Now I got to do performance, all that good stuff, and it's going to be super exciting to see what's in store for stage 2. So thank you guys for sticking around. Thanks for all the support on Instagram, YouTube, and I would say Facebook, but I got haters there for some reason. But yes, sir.